All right. Hi, everyone. I'm trying to fix some holes in my husband's cymbal bag from one of his drum sets. And I had this mug rug I had made that I wasn't using. And this covered up a hole here and down here and one up here. It was not easy to get this thing on my sewing machine. I had to fold it in half both ways like this and to get it under the harp of my machine. And I just sewed this part right here. This is the inside of the bag. And this part right here is some type of heavy plastic or wire. So I knew I couldn't sew over that. And here is the bottom. See, I didn't even attach it there, but I put fray check over those holes that he had worn out. If you're not familiar with this, you can get this at any sewing store, fray check. There. Okay, I'm going to get him to turn this inside out because I can't do it. It's got a huge half zipper. Okay, and let's see what else we can do to fix this. Okay, I'm trying to determine where to put the straps on and the pocket. The straps aren't perfectly even from one side to the other. And one strap is longer than the other strap. So that's what happens when you do alterations and mending and stuff like that. So I'm going to assume that this strap is straight. Can you see that? I'm going to assume that this strap and this strap are straight with this very long zipper. So if I put this zipper on one of the lines on my mat, okay, that's really crooked. It is on the right, yeah, they're both on this right line. Let's just measure straight down. I'm going to measure to the inside. Just with some tailor's chalk. Use what you got. A sharpened bar of soap works too. Let's see. Well, the straps can come over farther and cover this up, at least by the edge. So let's mark, see where the outside of this strap is. Oh yeah. Let's go farther out. I could trim, see, I could trim the pocket down. I just need it to wing this, the strap. So, I think. What do you think? Because I just can sew to here because whatever's in this piping, this edging, is metal or hard plastic. So I'm just going to sew all the way around, stopping at the edges, and continue to sew around and match up with the other two straps. I think I got to do some more figuring out. But he liked the pocket. It reinforced this bottom from the cymbals and from being on the ground. Okay. Let me work on this one. I was able to get enough of this under my machine to sew to about here by folding this part back in this part under. But that's as far as I could go. I trimmed this pocket part that's going to fold over to the back. I'm wondering if I could use my fabric glue, fabric fusion or whatever, on this part and then just hand sew, tack it down. I just need it to go to here in order to flip it over to the other side. I wonder if I should sew it there. Otherwise the pocket will just keep going around to the other side. What do you think? Huh? Let's try some fabric glue, because I can't get it under my machine way down here. Okay. Still working on the Cymbals bag for my husband, and I went to Hobby Lobby. I was having a hard time sewing, and I picked up some curved upholstery needles. These were $1.49 at Hobby Lobby, and the Sewology thread is still on sale for 99 cents for the small spool. And I picked up some white and light blue. For some reason, I'm always out of light blue. And oh, I didn't get any because I don't need any, but all the Fiskars products were 40% off. And of course the fabric, and the Christmas fabric was 50% off. So in case you're interested, run by Hobby Lobby, see what you can pick up. All right, well, back to work. Here's the curved needle. Oops, here's the curved needle. I have it threaded with the light blue thread I just picked up at Hobby Lobby. And on this package, it does say you can use these for hand tying quilts. Never thought about it. That's a clever idea. And it even recommends, let's see, fine yarn, embroidery floss, buttonhole twist, which I have some. I keep it in my hand sewing basket. And even tells you, you know, to make your holes 1/4 inch apart. Leave a 3-inch tail and back stitch through the same holes. Yeah, it even tells you how to hand tie a quilt using these. I always thought these were upholstery needles. Isn't that cool? And it has a pretty decent size eye on the needle. I don't know if you can see that. It won't focus. No. Anyway, I'm going to try. I've been hand sewing this on because my sewing machine will only go so far. You can see how big this thing is. So I am going to try. And like I said before, this has got some metal or hard plastic in the piping area. And let's see, this is very awkward. Oh gosh. Okay. I can't even hold on to it. It's not the needle's fault. Oh, very cool. I'm going to go back through this hole again. Make sure it'll stay in there. Oh, how nice. Very nice, very nice, very nice. I looked all over my sewing room, in my needle, where my needle point flosses and my hand sewing basket and all the drawers, and I could not find one of these. I'm just wanting to tack this down so if he does use this pocket, it doesn't go all the way through to the other side. Oh yeah, that's so much easier. Okay, that's what I'm going to do for now. It is not pretty, but it is done. Yay. Now, I still got to do these. I've done the outside. Okay, back to sewing. Just still doing hand sewing on this bag for my husband. It is almost done with the hand sewing. Then I'll show you how I managed to get the top half of this underneath my sewing machine to get the straps down. But yeah, this upholstery needle has really helped. Can you see that? Yeah, this upholstery needle has really helped. It was really hard getting this down on flat surface. I'm just whip stitching this pocket and strap down like that. And then I'll show you the sewing machine part. Hold on. All right, I finished hand stitching down both sides of the strap. Now I'm going to show you how I sewed the strap on. I'm taking the cymbal bag, this big circle. I'm folding this side, the bottom, in half. And I'm going to put that underneath the free arm of my machine. And while I'm doing that, I need to get this under there. So I'm going to go this way. So that this is folded underneath. And where the straps meet, I'm going to sew down this way as best I can. About where I put that pin. Okay. I'm going to go down the edge. Can you see that? I'm going to go down the edge right here. I'll go ahead and back stitch. I don't know if I need to because I'm moving pretty slow as I fold this side over. Remember, I have the other side folded in half. I can move this as far as I can. And that's probably about as far as I can go. Oops. I think I just broke my needle. Nope. Okay. That's as far as I can go that way. Now I'm going to pull this out. Get it back under the needle. Where did I start? Right there. All right. We'll fold it in half down there. Helps if you put your pressure foot down. There we go. It doesn't have any problem sewing through it. It's just a matter of getting it where it needs to be to sew through it. We're getting really crooked. I think that's as far as we can go. All right. Wasting a lot of bobbin thread. Okay. But I did get this part of the strap sewn down. It's not beautiful, but it's sewn down. There. That looks better. Now this is where the two straps meet. This had little bitty handles. I think I showed you at the beginning. I'm thinking about, I should have done this on the other side. Somehow making the two handles. Of course, it'd be lopsided. Well, it's already lopsided. On this side, sorry for the noise, I finished them where the handles began. These are some belts my husband gave me. He has a ton of black belts, so. Yeah, I could just end them right there. I cut this off. That way they would match. I guess I should do that. That way they would match. All right, I'll do that. I'm going to increase my zigzag and just zigzag across the top of this. Just in case there's any. Okay, that is one way to fix a Cymbals bag. So if you have a drummer in your family, that's what you can do. Just prepared to do some hand sewing unless you can figure out a way to get that underneath your machine. I think the most important thing was that I put padding in the bottom of the bag. So when those metal cymbals rest in that bag, they're not digging a hole in the bottom. I mean, the denim will help a little bit, but mostly I put an overly thick mug rug I had made in the bottom of this, and it adds a lot of padding. So when those cymbals go in there, it will help prevent it from digging holes in it. And yes, if these straps had been thicker and gone around the whole thing in the first place, that would have helped too. But just something a little different. You know, you've got family and friends that want you to do things because you have a sewing machine. So you just wing it and do the best you can. So anyway, give me a thumbs up and we'll do something different next time, okay?